Moment of silence for the champions, for those who make going hard a lifestyle. Never wait for nothing, gotta get it right now. I'm in the spotlight.
It's Savage Saturday.
Only a champ swing the hardest in the 12th round.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pressure Podcast. Live on YouTube from our studio in Orlando, Florida. It's your boy King Coke.
What's up, guys? What's going on?
Won't stop me never. Cassius Clay. I'm Tyson in his prime. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Pressure Podcast. Here we are on a Saturday night, ready to make our predictions.
Hell yeah!
Tonight we have the predictions, a slate of new games for tomorrow. We also got, we're going to recap what we saw on the NBA Cup, and also brand new tower rankings and players under pressure.
Give me a hell yeah!
So we're going to do things like normal. We're going to start off with the with our predictions. We might even try and we haven't done an MVP talk yet in a while. It's been like a good month since the last time we had the MVPs because they've been about the same. It's been the same people for the most part of the year, so we have to cover that. But we have
I think it still
a big
is
game.
pretty much.
But we have a big game that could decide this today.
Okay.
Today meaning Sunday.
That is true. That is true.
For those who are new, we're here on Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays at midnight. So basically, Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday at midnight. As the clock hits 0 and turns over to the new day. So, as far as the NBA Cup is concerned, we saw that Oklahoma City Thunder is going to advance. And we kind of called it. We said Oklahoma's going to, there's no way that, you know what I'm saying, because Oklahoma's the best team left over anyway.
It's my second. I got them number 2 in the NBA.
Yes, so it's gonna be Thunder versus Milwaukee. If SGA wants to help it, his MVP odds, he's gonna have to beat the Greek Freak.
Sorry, I think Hartenstein gives them that edge.
Of course he does. Fucking
defensively. So
what's his name?
that's
Hungry.
why.
Goddamn white boy.
But when they get him back, that's also.
I hope they don't get him back.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like
I hope they don't
it's
get him
a
back.
plus.
I
It's
hope
like a
he's like
plus.
a new Zion Williamson. He's just always hurt, never around. Get out of here. That motherfucker can't play.
Goddamn white boy.
He's tall for no reason. Can't rebound. That man finished one game where he's the tallest dude in the 99.999 percentile, and somehow, some way, this man finds his way with averaging 7-8 rebounds a game. I don't know how. That's
Wimby's
impossible.
like that, but
That's
he's
impossible.
just way more talented offensively than Chet. That's what it is.
Wemby's black.
Be cool, nigga.
I mean, yeah,
No, I don't really matter. I'm just talking shit.
European, but yeah.
I'm just talking shit. Oh yeah, he isn't black. He's European. He's Euro. He's Afro-Euro. He's Afro-Euro, man. Fuck him.
Be cool, nigga.
But we're not really racist. We just talk shit here. This is Rated M for Millennials. Here, there's no filter. This is the Pressure Podcast, so we're going to actually be putting on the pressure for everybody. For those who don't know, it is to perform, react, and endure using strategies in sports under rigorous environment.
What the fuck?
This is what pressure means. We bring the pressure. Who's in the gravity room today? That's going to be interesting because we got a lot to cover.
I got a lot of people under pressure.
Ah.
A lot of people under pressure.
Well, let's start with the game, shall we?
Yes, sir.
All right. The first game we're going to cover is the Washington Redskins. Yes. I still call them the Redskins. They're favored 7.5 in New Orleans. Now, what I thought about this is Jaden Daniels' first playoff game, essentially. This is not a real playoff game, but it's going to feel like it to him. He's going to go to one of the most rowdiest stadiums the league has to offer. Okay. I expect the Saints to put up a fight for the NFC South division. Yeah, they're 5-8, but believe it or not, they're only 2 games behind Tampa Bay, and there's 3 weeks left. Well, 3 games left, including this one. So, New Orleans not really out of it yet. As long as Tampa and Atlanta don't keep fucking up, they still got a chance, and I expect them to play. I expect Taysom Hill to play. I expect Kamara and everybody to show up. I expect that defense to be elite. as best as they can, and Derek Carr to bring his A game. So this is Daniel's first playoff game, but I agree with Vegas. I think they're going to win, but I don't think they're going to win by 7.5. I think it's going to be a closer game than Vegas says so.
Damn, this is New Orleans.
It is in New Orleans. That's why I say it's going to be a playoff atmosphere. That's why I'm thinking this is Jaden Daniels' first playoff game.
But that's crazy though. Like 7.5 at home. Rookie quarterback.
7.5 on the road.
I think that shows how much respect they got for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, but I think this is a trap from Vegas. There's no way they actually believe the Washington Redskins are going to win by 8 points. 8 points is a lot of points, especially in New Orleans by a rookie quarterback with a team that's fired up. They're gonna show out.
8 points is hard to cover for any team, let alone a team that we think is on the fringe but not there yet. They're getting there, but then they're not. To me, they wouldn't beat the Eagles. To me, they wouldn't beat Detroit. To me, they wouldn't beat Minnesota.
Hell no.
I don't see it. So
can they? It can happen. It can happen. But what's the likely scenario? I wouldn't bet money on it. But I got Washington winning this game, just not by 8 points. I don't think the spread is going to cover. So, but I got Washington. But if I have to bet money, I would bet New Orleans plus 7.5. They're at home. They're flying for you know what I'm saying, fighting for their playoff spot. So I expect them to show up. And Jaden Daniels, get ready because this is going to be a playoff type atmosphere. It's going to be crazy out there.
For real.
Let's get to the second game, shall we?
Give me a hell yeah!
This is a game I'm definitely going to be paying attention to. This is Tua versus C.J. Stroud. All right, the 6-7 Miami Dolphins are still fighting to get to the last playoff spot, and they are 3-point underdogs in Houston, and I'm not sure Houston deserves that. I think 1.5 should have sufficed. But who do you trust in this game? Because look at Tua's passer ratings, 107.4 compared to CJ's 87.9.
Bitch, who do you love?
That's literally 20 points higher.
Yeah.
That's telling you that one quarterback is playing on a completely different wavelength than C.J. Stroud is. But they're on the road. Who you got?
I'm going with Miami.
I'm going with Miami.
I'm going with Miami.
That's right.
I think Miami's dangerous, and they're better than that team. They have a better quarterback at the moment. He's playing way better than C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud look like he's playing like a rookie. He's going backwards.
He is.
I'm gonna talk to you about another motherfucker who I think is playing like that as well later on in this series.
But Tyreek Hill, looks like they found Tyreek Hill finally. Jalen Wallace still there. If they could just get the run game going, I don't see how Houston's even going to keep up with them.
And Jonnu went over there.
And Jonnu, exactly. Hell yeah.
He's become like his number one target.
That motherfucker there has been balling. That's literally the top 5 tight end in the league right now, right? And especially from the last few weeks, he might be number 2.
Between him and Bowers, they're like 1A, 1B, 1B. Like they that good.
Kittles was there, but he got hurt.
Yeah, Kittles is still there. He's just not the way they're performing lately. Kittles ain't performing like that lately, but that's not his fault. That team's in shambles. That team is just not. It's not a good team right now at all. In either or, it's the special. It could be the special teams that let them down, or either the defense that lets them down, or the offense. They're just not playing good.
They're still a good team, but they're not elite, and then I don't think they're contenders because they're borderline like skimming off the top.
Keyword right there is contenders. Because at the end of the day, if you're not making the playoffs, what the hell's the point where we're doing this?
Correct.
This dance, you know what I'm saying?
But we're covering it because they're a playoff team, and the other team is looking into to get into a playoff team.
Exactly.
I think the last 4 out of 6.
Yes.
So, because they started 2 and 5 is what they started when Tua came back. So they won 4 out of 6. So they still got a chance. They're not gonna catch the Bills, but they could identify as a team that goes into the wild card round. Houston, I mean, they're not that bad. They're tied for 11th for the best offense in the league, 23.7 points a game, and then they're 12th for 22.2 points a game, which is not that bad. It's just mediocre. That's not winning football.
Their defense is suspect as well.
That kind of offense and that kind of defense is not inclusive for you to win against the good teams, and I think the Dolphins are a better team than the Houston Texans are right now.
We can agree, right? Detroit exposed them. Like, exposed them. The fact that they couldn't hold the lead like that, even after Jared Goff threw 5 interceptions.
Yeah, they haven't been the same since that game. Like, they look like that game literally
That's
fucked
tough.
them up. They
I feel like that. Yeah, I feel like that's where
you
it
might have a
started.
point there. I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. You might have a point
I
there.
feel like that's where it started. The fact that he turned the ball over to you 5 times and you did nothing with it, and then you proceeded in the second half to not do anything as well.
And turn the ball over when you
Turn
could've
the
had a
ball
field-
over
a game-winning
and not
field
even
goal.
get to your red zone to give yourself a chance to hit a field goal, maybe to give you a chance to go maybe to overtime.
Well, he was at the 50-yard line when he threw that pick, so... Oh, no, was it a fumble? Yeah, it was a fumble. He was at the 50-yard line, so he was marching up the field, so...
He's not playing good, man. It's either interception or fumble. Interception or bad pocket. His pocket presence is really bad right now.
You make the Lord very nervous.
Well, we will come back to that again. We will definitely go back to Tua and C.J. Stroud. Let's move on to the next game. It's going to be Tampa Bay on the road against the San Diego Superchargers. They are favorite 2.5 at home, and you know what? I'm going with Baker. Baker's a better QB here, but who's the better coach? This is a matchup of the number 5 offense in the league versus the number 1 defense in the league. But this number 1 defense is suspect.
As much as we love Harbaugh, though,
Todd Bowles don't get enough
Todd
credit.
Bowles don't get no credit for everything he's done. Like, the guy's a defensive genius. Even the fact that his team is not really that good defensively when it comes to like talent, he still gets it done.
The last time the New York Trash had a winning record was him as a coach.
Talk that, Sam.
Just so you know.
Nigga, talk that, Sam.
That was a long time ago, but that was a Ryan Fitzpatrick year with Decker and Brendan Marshall, Chris Ivory. That was that year. They had Revis and Cromartie back for a run back. You know what I'm saying? Demario Davis, David Harris. He built a good team.
He got it done with Tom Brady as well. I mean, I know Tom Brady was there.
And he won. He got with Tom Brady. He got to the playoffs multiple times. He wasn't the head winning coach, but he was the defensive coordinator of the winning team. So he has championship moxie. He actually won as a player with the Redskins when he was a player. So he's. Oh no, he also won with the.
Like, he's quick, savvy. He gets straight to the point. When he
Yes.
talks, he's just like in and out. Like, it ain't no wasted words or anything with him. He's really smart. He's really like, he's got a keen eye for just focusing on the details.
He is. He's a good, smart coach. I think that might be a wash right there because obviously everybody knows Jim Harbaugh's a good coach. Look what he's did with the Chargers. The other guy they couldn't do. Look what he's doing with the Chargers in his first year.
Yeah.
And he still has had injury problems. But the better QB here is Baker. And this is the QFL, everybody. This is why we have a lot of focus on quarterbacks because this is a quarterback's league.
He is.
Okay?
This
The
guy's
best
just-
quarterback head coach combos are the ones that wins the most.
Justin's just not it right now.
No, he's not. But we'll talk about him in a few. Don't you worry. But any chance you got the Chargers to actually cover this spread? Because, yeah, they got the number 1 defense, but that defense don't show up. Hey, I should have split it. We're going to do it. Don't you worry. Monday night, when we come back live, Monday night, something tells me that the Chargers are going to lose. So I'm going to have a split of how that defense looks like against good teams versus what that defense looks like against bad team. So you can see that number 1 defense is a little overrated. And, you know what I'm saying? What's up, chat? And it's just not what it's supposed to be as far as like the reputation as a number 1 defense.
Baker has been playing his A game, but I feel like this game is going to definitely, because this is a chance for you to get to the playoffs. You're going to have to play really good. You know what I'm saying? This is playoff football here. That's it.
But who has more playoff experience? Baker. He beat the Pittsburgh Steelers at home.
Has won with pretty much every team he's been on. It's not like he's a winner.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
Baker
And Justin Herbert hasn't shown that at all. So it's like, Baker Mayfield, absolutely. I'm going with Baker. I don't even think it's close, honestly.
I agree. So this is a primetime game right here. This is the QFL game of the week, ladies and gentlemen. This is a matchup of the 10-3 Buffalo Bills versus the Detroit Lions, who are on an 11-game win streak, 12-1. Okay.
Boy, this is
But Detroit's only favored by 3 points, or 2.5 at home. So Vegas knows this is a matchup, okay? This is a matchup of the number 1 offense versus the number 2 offense, and the tied for second defense and the number 8 defense. So this is 2 elite teams. These are 2 teams with Super Bowl aspirations. I think everybody can attest to this. And this is 2 teams with MVPs.
I think this is going to show us if the Bills' defense is good or not. Because, remember, they got blitzed by the Rams. Yep. I don't think they expected the Rams to be doing all that shit they was doing with ease. And
if you think the Rams got weapons, what you see this one?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I feel like this is... We're going to see if your defense is going to respond.
Finish him.
We're going to see if your defense is going to respond. I don't think so, because I just think the defense kind of got exposed, and I think it is weak in a lot of positions.
Yeah.
But let's see what kind of heart y'all got.
Well, this is the MVP war. These are 2 of the favorites to win the MVP right here. And Allen, who's passing at a 64% clip, 32 total touchdowns. Goff is passing a little bit more accurate at 72%, but not as much touchdowns with 25. However, he has 2 running backs that they eat a lot. Okay, let's just leave it at that. He got two top 10 fantasy running backs. You know what I mean? It's just. I love Buffalo, but I just don't see you coming out of this game with a win. I don't. I really don't.
Nah,
I don't.
It's tough.
Unless.
Because the only thing I keep thinking about going back to is what we just saw.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's more like that's a small sample size because it was just one game and they've had success against all. But if you go back to those teams they played, they're not good teams. So yeah, maybe the defense did look good against those teams, but they went against a team that had all their weapons, have a Hall of Fame quarterback, and they showed out. So Jared Goff is having an MVP year, basically, and he's got all those weapons, and he's got this guy as his coach.
If Josh Allen loses his game, but Goff wins, however Goff plays average, what do you think?
I give it to Josh. I think if Josh does something similar to what he did last week, then you got to give it to him.
Not if he loses, though.
Huh?
Not if he loses, though.
If he loses to Detroit?
Yeah.
You wouldn't give it to him?
I wouldn't take away from him, but I wouldn't add anything to it either.
No. I'm just saying, to me, he'd be the front runner.
He's still the front runner. It
Yeah.
won't change. Oh, so you mean it won't change anything?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Same. I'm the same way. I'll be indifferent. It don't change nothing.
Yeah.
If he wins and plays like he did last year, then I seal it right there. That's it.
Nah, if he wins, yeah. If he wins.
If he plays like last week, I seal it right there. It's done. Let's get to the next game. We got the Colts. The punk-ass Colts on the road to fucking Denver in the Mile High Stadium, where Denver's favored by 4.5 points, basically 5. They're on a 3-game win streak, I believe, or a 4-game win streak.
Yeah, I'm going. I think this was simple.
This is Bo Nick's first playoff game. This is not a real playoff game, but this is going to be a playoff time atmosphere. But the difference between Jaden Daniels and this one is that he's at home. How can Indy pull this fucking upset?
No.
Nah, you can't see it, right?
That's why I said, like, nah, I think this one's pretty easy. Like, no, but for real, like, Richardson's just not it right
Richardson's
now.
ass. He looks like a
not
bust.
It right now.
He looks like a bust. Meanwhile, look at Nick, 64%, 2,800 yards, 17 touchdowns, only 5 interceptions, I believe, 6 interceptions.
Oh my goodness, he's playing like we got him in the top 5 for Rookie of the Year, right?
He's number 2 to me.
Okay, and you got Daniels 1, and 3 is
I would say is
Bowers,
yeah.
and then Irving, Bucky Irving. Right?
What happened to Bucky Irving last week?
Oh, he got hurt. I think he's having back issues.
Goodness gracious, because Rashad White went off on him.
They went, he did. He went crazy. But Charbonnet went crazy too, though.
Yeah, he did.
The niggas was going crazy.
So, yeah, I think this is an easy pick. I think this is where Indiana's playoff aspirations are sealed.
Yeah.
I just don't see Anthony Richardson coming out of here and swinging for the fences and actually getting some home runs.
And not against this defense. This defense is pretty
What do you
solid.
think, Chad? Do you think Anthony Richardson even got a chance to beat Bo Nix at home? They're on a 4-game win streak. They got the they're tied for second for best defense in the league, tied for second, and they average 23.5 points a game, which is pretty good for a rookie, which is good for 13th. So they're not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination. I think the other team is horrible. The Indiana Colts, 19th in defense, 22 on offense. They're ass. They're ass. I don't know how they're 6-7. I think it's because luck. But this game is over.
Yeah.
All right, another primetime game, ladies and gentlemen. Drum roll. Give me a hell yeah.
The Steagles.
The Steagles rivalry game. This is the 10-3 Pittsburgh Steelers versus the 11-2 Philadelphia Eagles, who are favored by 5.5 at home.
I ain't gonna lie.
I think this is gonna cover.
Last week,
I think this is gonna cover.
Last time we played them at home, we beat the crap out of them, and that was Carson Wentz. By if you guys didn't know,
that Hurts and Brown gossip is either gonna ignite or shut off your offense. Okay, but your offense hasn't really been doing anything to shut off anyway, so I think this could only ignite.
Bro, but
so the media just woke up the Hurts and Brown connection is what I believe.
I think so, and I think we're gonna get the best out of Jalen Hurts in this game. I'm expecting big numbers against this team. I think he's gonna try to go for some big shots. I think Joey Porter's one of the most flagged corners. So I could see them taking their shots to Devontae, A.J. Brown.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So even Calcaterra, he's starting to come around. The tight end that we might even have our tight end right there in Calcaterra if Goddard ends up, not being able to play for the season. But yeah, I think I'm going with the Eagles on this one, and I think they cover. Yes, I do. Last time we played them, it was Carson Wentz, and he spanked that ass.
But this time it's two different quarterbacks. However, I don't expect Jalen Hurts to not be efficient. He's been on a roll. I think that's going to continue.
Oh yeah.
Russell Wilson though, if I had Russell Wilson, for those who have Russell Wilson in your as a fantasy QB,
sit him down.
I wouldn't play him. Russell Wilson is a great QB and is a Super Bowl champion. He used to be an MVP.
He don't even have his number one weapon. Pickett's not playing.
Even if he did, Russell Wilson just doesn't do good against the strongest defenses in the league. He throws picks then. He's gun shy. Second guesses. A lot of stale drives. A lot of fucking
A lot of sacks.
A lot of finish him. So I expect Philly to dominate at home. We'll talk about the players under pressure later on. We will definitely come back to that.
Yes, sir.
And then we're gonna get the yo, why does it always do that, bro? That's not what I had here.
They picked up.
That's not what I had here.
Oh man, that ain't it.
Yo, this app needs to get it together, bro. Cause
let me see what game that is. That is the.
That's the game.
Give us 1 second, chat.
Right here, chat. We got it. I had it already. And it just did that right here. So I'm going to blow it up right here for you guys to see. So this is the Sunday Night Football game. This is between Love or Geno, okay? Pause. Green Bay, who's 9-4, is actually a 2.5 point favorite on the road at Seattle. Sunday Night Football, okay? Another playoff type atmosphere kind of game. Vegas bait, or is Green Bay that legit?
Nah, Green Bay's not like that. I don't think so.
To be favored 2.5 on the road to Seattle, right? Who's on a 3-game win streak of their own?
Yeah, Geno's playing better than Joe Love. What we talking about? And by the way, I like for his like nickname, because they talking about nicknames. I said Buddy Love.
Buddy Love.
You guys remember from Nutty Professor?
Yeah.
Buddy Love. Yeah, I think that would be a good one. But that's just me. Anyways,
I had Jordan LV.
Jordan LV?
Yeah, and Jordan LV was my name for him.
Okay, that's hard. I like that too.
But no, I got Seattle on this one. I got to ride with them. They are playing way better defense than the Green Bay at the moment, and they're running the football, which Green Bay has too. So this is an evenly matched game.
And they got two-headed monster on that team. I'm telling you, they both of them dudes can run the ball and be starters for you.
So I think there's a playoff type atmosphere that's gonna be crazy. The place is gonna be rocking.
One thing I will say though,
Hell yeah.
Green Bay they might have a better defensive game because they got back Edrin Cooper.
Oh, okay.
Apparently he didn't play the last 3 games. I felt that when I seen their defense. I felt that too. Like he definitely makes a difference.
And if you got Jackson Smith and Jigba in your bench, start him. Start him and start Jordan Reed.
Yeah, Jay was gonna eat.
Or Jaden Reed, right? Jaden Reed.
Yeah, Jaden Reed, yes sir.
All right. That was the last of that. So now we're gonna go to
Devo, you got Jaden Reed, right?
Devo got Jaden Reed. All right, so let's get to the.
Can't play that nigga.
Let's get to the power
Oh,
rankings, okay?
shit.
Let's get to the power rankings. Now, for those who don't know, we do things differently here, okay? His power rankings is based on what he sees right now, trending towards the future. My power rankings is based on what I see going forward, what I see right now, and what I've seen before with the same nucleus. And trends and also playoff experience. So my rankings is if the tournament were to start right now, today, that's my power ranking. So let's go with yours first.
So I got the Lions number 1. I got the Chiefs number 2. I got the Eagles 3. Vikings 4. 5 Steelers. 6 Ravens. 7 Packers. 8 Commanders. 9 Seahawks. And Rams or Bucks. I'm between those 2.
Okay. So my power rankings are Mortal Kombat inspired.
And the reason why I'll be honest, the reason why I put the Packers at 7 was because of their record. I didn't want to put them too far down because of I feel like also a little bit like last year they showed a lot in the playoffs, so I don't want to put them too low because I think Jordan Love get it back, maybe, I don't know, because he's just not playing good right now. But
he's game managing good. He is game managing.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they've been able to run the ball very well.
Yeah, but that's game managing. That's part of it. So my tower rankings are Mortal Kombat inspired. Most of the viewers should know by now we do things like this because we're millennials, as you see by the decor. Back in the day when you played Mortal Kombat on Sega Genesis or Super Nintendo, there was no save profile. There was no way to save your progress. Every time you started the game, you have to start from the very bottom of the tower, pause. So let's get to it. Finish him. So my tower rankings are like this. When you start the game, you're gonna start against Bo Nix. Basically, you're Anthony Richardson this weekend. You start with Bo Nix. You're gonna be in fucking Denver, the Mile City, where they have a high altitude advantage. It's hard to breathe over there unless you're used to it. After that, you got Seattle, which we just mentioned. They're on a 3-game win streak. They've got one of the most rowdiest stadiums you've ever created in human history. After that, you got the famous Lambeau Field, the frozen tundra, and it's frozen. I promise you, it is in the negatives over there as we speak. Then you got my Baltimore Ravens, they're a team that it's hard to beat when they're playing at their best. But this year, they're not always playing at their best. However, they're still a team to be reckoned with. Then you got the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, who's the MVP favorite. Josh Allen is on another level. He just scores a lot of touchdowns with his arms, with his legs, and he keeps his team scoring. So expect that. Then you got the Pittsburgh Steelers and those stupid, terrible towels. After that, you got the Minnesota Vikings, who are legit. This is another Super Bowl contender. I think they've elevated their game to that point. Then you got your Philadelphia Eagles, who are on a roll. The only other team that I think is coming out of the NFC for sure, with Vikings as distant third. Detroit Lions are obviously the number 1 seed in the NFC, so they stay there. And I got Kansas City at number 1 because they're the 2-time defending champions, 3 times overall, going for a 3-peat. Also 12-1. That's my tower rankings. That's what you got to go through. Finish him. So my question to you, like we do every week, if you had to start the game and you had to pick a team, but none of those teams are listed here, okay? It has to be a team that's not listed in the tower rankings. Which team would you pick? Go ahead and hit the chats with that and comments. I am going to switch it up this week. Instead of the Niners or the Miami Dolphins, who are an easy pick.
That is an easy pick.
I'm going to go with something that I can do right now just because they're not around, but I'll go with Tampa Bay. I go with Tampa Bay. Why not? Another Florida team.
I like it. I think I'll go with. I go with Washington.
Oh, the Redskins.
I go with Dan.
The Redskins. Hell yeah.
I just run the ball on your RPO all day.
No.
They'd be like, "Oh, you're a sweat. You're a sweat." Like, I don't give a fuck. Sweat this game out and beat your ass.
Ground and pound, baby. Pause. So that was that. So let's talk about players under pressure, okay? Because this is the last weeks of the season. This is where people gotta get it together and try to do the best they can so they don't fuck up and lose their spot. What you got?
I got Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown. It says 7 games they haven't scored in the first quarter. In 7 games they haven't scored in the first quarter. Yeah, that's a problem. Because one thing that I do know, and I've seen it time and time again, in this league you gotta score early and often. Because you're trying to score. You want to score, but you gotta score early so that you can get in a rhythm. Y'all can't get in no rhythm in the third, fourth quarter. That's how some of these games be coming down close, and that's what you don't want to do. You go up against a team like the Chiefs, you might be down 20 points. So we need to get that going now.
Nah, I seriously doubt that.
They need to get that going now.
Maybe a team like the Lions or the Bills, but not the Chiefs.
Okay. You're right. Not the Chiefs. You're right. You are damn right, brother. I'll talk your shit. For real. But yeah, they need to get that. They need to get that going. I want to see at least one. Give me one. Give me a bomb. I want a bomb. Fuck it, bomb. AJ Brown, 60 yards. I'm stamping it right now. It's gonna happen. something. Give me something, guys. Then I got Russell Wilson. You mentioned it before that Russell Wilson struggles with good defenses. Come on, man. Break that trend. Let's see if you can break that trend. You know what I'm saying? So the pressure's on. Let's see if you can change how people's narrative of you is.
I hope not. I hope he don't break the trend. I hope he continues the trend. Fuck him.
No, I mean, but he's under pressure. He's under pressure for that.
Oh, don't you worry.
He's under pressure for that.
Don't you worry.
Lamar, man. Lamar, just go kick that ass. Listen.
Against the Giants? Against the Giants?
I'm just saying. I just want him to go out there. Listen, I want him to go out there and score 7 touchdowns on their ass. Fuck it.
Well,
go break a motherfucking record.
He is in New York.
Go break a motherfucking record.
Lights, camera, action, as they say.
Yes, because you're in New York.
All
New York City. Then I got Joe Cool. Joe Cool, man. You got it, man. You got this game. You got to have this game because this is the only chance you have to stay in the playoffs. You have to win this game. So I feel like you're under pressure.
All right.
Then I got CJ, Tua, Allen, Goff, Baker, Love, and Geno. Those are my guys.
Okay. So.
And really, because I just really want all of these guys that are on this list to ball the fuck out.
Okay. That'll make it an interesting Sunday. That would be, you know what I'm saying? Popcorn as fuck.
That's what I want to see, bro. That's what I want to see.
So according to him,
we haven't
bet the over on every game.
We haven't seen too much.
According to him, bet the over on every game. They're gonna score all over 40 points each as a duo.
I hope so. I hope AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts fucking put 40 on the fucking Steelers, bro.
Oh, it's funny you said that. All right. So the way I put players under pressure is called the gravity room. For those who've watched Dragon Ball Z, as you know, we're fans, millennials. There was a hyperbolic time chamber. It was a place where you could train a whole year's worth in one day. Or you could use the gravity room where it multiplies Earth's gravity, okay? So we're going to start with the low gravity at 20 times gravity. Let's get that room. Who's in there? None other than Tua, Baker, and Russell Wilson. I've given them instructions for them to succeed through this weekend. Win versus a good team, Tua. You're another one of those that likes to lose for some reason when you face the elites. And Houston is not elite, but they're a better team than you are as we speak because you are what your record says you are.
Yeah, that's true.
It's very simple for you, Baker. Unplug the Chargers. Just unplug them. if you were to kick their ass right now, they're not just looking at the rearview mirror, looking at the Colts or the Dolphins on the way up, but you have literally taken their confidence away. Not to mention solidified your standings in your own division. And as far as Russell Wilson, stay far from Baltimore. The reason I say this is because if you lose this game, guess who you play next week and guess where you're playing next week. And if you lose that game, the division's back to Baltimore. You're going on the road. So that's your instructions, motherfucker.
Finish him. I like it.
Let's take it a little higher on the gravity, okay? It's 50 times gravity. This is where the little bit other players play. Here you got Geno, Jordan Love, and C.J. Stroud.
Be cool, nigga.
Geno, the instructions are simple. Clinch the NFC West. Just do it. Just get the win, and the division is yours. Congratulations. Jordan Love, yours is also very simple. Keep managing the game and use Josh Jacobs. That man is a bell cow. He is healthy. It's hard to tackle him, especially in the fourth quarter. Do not forget that because you might need it. And then C.J. Stroud, it's very simple. Stop throwing picks, man. Don't throw picks, and you shouldn't lose the game, okay? But you cannot throw picks and expect Tua not to score. Tyreek Hill and them are going to feast on you. So get it together.
Finish him. Yeah, that's big.
Now,
turn the ball over.
Let's turn it up a real notch, okay? Let's go to 100 times gravity. Who do we find in this room? It's nothing but elites. You got Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Jared Goff. And they got simple instructions. Don't lose to Goff. Josh Allen, just don't do it. And the MVP is yours. Because I would like to see you win an MVP.
Goddamn, white boy.
Then Jared Goff, I need you to outduel Josh Allen if you want to win the MVP.
Goddamn, white boy.
But you're both making the playoffs and you're both winning your division. Well, one of them's winning the division. You got the Vikings right on your heels, so don't fuck it up. And then Jalen Hurts, who is
3 Honda Civics with spoon engines.
turboed with Nas. You said 40. I just said at least give me 30. Score 30 on the Pittsburgh Steelers, motherfucker. Please and thank you. And get them ready, marinated for us, and save some for us. Don't take them all out. Save some for us because we want a piece of that.
Okay, so don't score 40, guys, because we're going to save some for...
Fuck the fucking
We're going to save some for
Steelers.
the Ravens. We got to save it for the Ravens.
Save some for us because we
fun
got them
as
next
fuck.
week at our house, and we want to fuck them up a little bit. So that was the players under pressure. That was the tower rankings, and that was our predictions for today. Later on today, it's gonna be a It's Your Seat Sunday, baby.
Yes.
I can't wait.
Give me a hell yeah! I cannot wait, bro. I really can't wait, bro.
Now, we have another segment. The last segment that we cover is called the Bum of the Week Award. It's one of my favorite awards of all time. Okay, it's just
A no good loser like you. You bum.
It's a bunch of guys that we put once a week. We realize, hey, he's not up to par. He should be doing better. He's fucking it up for his team, his coaches, whatever the case may be. And we got to call him out because this is the Pressure Podcast. We got to call people out. So who do we have to this week? You got Kirk fucking Cousins. Fuck you.
A no good loser like you. You bum.
Do you want to know why I put Kirk Cousins in there?
Why?
You know why I put Kirk Cousins in there? Let me tell you why, ladies and gentlemen. Because Kirk Cousins has not thrown a TD since President Trump has been elected. As sad as it may be.
Goddamn, white boy.
That's a whole month and a half.
What the fuck?
That is... Atlanta started 6-3 when that shit happened, and now they're 6-7. So they've lost 4 games in a row where he has a 63.5 QB rating, 0 touchdowns, and 8 picks. So that is the Bum of the Week award winner right there.
What's
A no good loser
that's
like
2
you.
games.
You
That was 2
bum.
games in a row he threw 2 picks, right?
Yes, and as we all know, for those who are
Insane.
our viewers, if you're not new, you would know this. If you're new, every time you win a Bum of the Week award, we put you in a place called the Shelters with all the previous Bums of the Week award. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
this is the new shelter we debuted last week, and there he is next to the 4 guys. You got Dak Prescott. You got Derek Carr, and you got Kirk Cousins right there in front of a
Starting to
bum
get-
that's just staring at nothing.
Starting to get crowded with bums in there, huh?
Oh, it's a lot of bums in there. All right, let's recap the bums. Bryce Young was the very first one. Bryce Young was a Bum of the Week award winner because he got benched after 12 straight games where his team never had a lead at any second of any minute of any of those 12 games. Not one time did they have a lead, so he got benched. He was a Bum of the Week award for that.
A no good loser like you. You bum.
After that, we put Anthony Joshua in there. Anthony Joshua's up there. I don't know what he's doing up the tree.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
But that man lost his title again. He lost his respect. He lost his bravado. He lost his aura. Whatever he was going to be as a heavyweight champion, it's already passed. His best days are over. But that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that while he held the belt, he never fought Deontay Wilder, who was a champion, or Tyson Fury, who also was a champion at the exact same time. Not one time. He robbed us from one of the best heavyweight division eras that could have been. Then we put none other than Dak Prescott in there, because Dak Prescott is the highest paid player in NFL history, and he played like absolute ass, and not only that, he's gone for the rest of the year, so fuck him. Then we put Aaron fucking Boone in there. Aaron Boone, because he's the coach of the New York Yankees. He is the reason why we just lost Soto, the prize free agent that went to the Mets, defected to the other side of town. And he's the reason why the Yankees were completely unprepared to play the World Series, which is the championship round of baseball, Major League Baseball. Then we put Zion Williamson. Why? Because he's always getting hurt. He's a bum. He's a bust. He's always overweight. He just doesn't stay. He just doesn't get it. He's not a professional athlete. We put Derek Carr in there. I think the week before Zion. Derek Carr was there because for the second time he got his coach fired, and guess what? It was the exact same coach.
Goddamn white boy.
He got him fired in Oakland, and he got him fired again in New Orleans. And then the game he came back, all he needed to do to keep the season alive was beat Bryce Young, who was benched earlier, and also was the holder of the 30th best offense in the league. We didn't know at the time that the Bryce Young was going to play a little better, but you still don't lose at home to that guy. Then you put the coach of the Ohio State Buckeyes, because he fucked up and lost 4 straight in a row to Michigan, to the University of Michigan. They're hated rivals. Yep. Unacceptable in Ohio State. Ask anybody. Then you have to put none other than Deebo Samuels in there. Why? Because Deebo Samuels had nothing but 1 touchdown when the Thanksgiving week came in. And then that one fateful night in a snowy night in Buffalo, when they were marching down the field, he fumbled it. And guess what happened this last game when he was marching on the field? He dropped it.
He fumbled it.
He dropped it. You see him? He's not even. He don't even have the unlitigated gall to look at the camera.
They're throwing money at him.
He's so ashamed of himself. He's just looking down there. And then now you got Kirk Cousins, because he hasn't thrown a touchdown since Trump's been elected. His team started 6-3, and now they're 6-7. They haven't lost. They haven't won a game. They've lost every one of them, and he hasn't even thrown a touchdown.
This man threw
8 interceptions.
2 interceptions in 2 consecutive games.
So those are the bums.
No good loser like you, you bum.
Fuck them. You don't want to be on that list, because we're never going to take people out of it. As soon as football season's over, the basketball bums are going to start flocking in there, and at the end of the season, I'd say July 4th, we're going to hold a contest, who was the bum of the year. I'm going to present them with a nice little plaque. So that was the Bum of the Week award. That was the Saturday night edition of the Pressure Podcast, everybody.
Give me a hell yeah! For those who know, on Saturdays, we do a random top 5. So I'll be doing that now. And the topic is top 5 best 90s hip-hop groups.
Best hip-hop groups.
What is the viewers here that we have?
The top 5 best 90s hip-hop groups, okay? Now, it could be a duo or it could be more than 2, right?
Yeah, it could be a duo or more than 2, yep.
But they made their bones in the 90s.
They made their bones in the 90s, yep.
Are any of these started in the 80s and worked their way to the 90s?
Not sure. Maybe.
Wu-Tang?
Yeah.
Outkast?
Yes.
Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Yes. You got it. You're doing it. He knows, guys. What are yours? What are your top 5, guys?
All right.
The viewers.
Mobb Deep is in there?
Yeah. Damn, how'd you get that one? That was number 5.
I didn't think that
was a hard one.
If that wasn't there, it's going to be even harder. Pause.
You think so?
If Mobb Deep was not there, it's going to be a little tougher if they weren't there. So I got one more. So I got Wu-Tang, I got Mobb Deep, I got Bone Thugs and Harmony, and I got Outkast.
Come on, man. You got to know this one.
is a hip hop group. I wouldn't say Cash Money Millionaires, right?
No.
All right.
You want a hint?
No, not yet.
Yeah, because you're close. Bro. You're close.
Not yet.
This is the one I don't understand how you don't know this one. This one I don't understand.
I'm thinking Bad Boy Records, Death Row, Rough Riders. What is the Locks?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I guess this one did work its way in from the. Was it 80? I don't know.
NWA?
Yeah. Were they started 80s?
Yes.
Okay, that's why. That's why I
asked. That's why I asked. That's my first one.
That's a good
NWA.
question. Yeah, that's a good question.
All right, hell to the fuck yes.
Give me a hell yeah. So then I had to put a couple in there because I was kind of like, what the fuck? The Beastie Boys weren't on there.
The Beastie Boys weren't on there. I think they were more 80s. That's probably why.
Think so? Okay, and then a Tribe called Quest was number 6,
See,
which I also was like, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard. It's so hard. Bro.
I was covering the big record labels, Rough Riders, Cash Money. You know what I'm saying?
And Public Enemy's 10th.
Public Enemy's that's disrespectful. But I think they're also 80s because their best hits came in the 80s.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah.
But a Tribe Called Quest, that was tough. That was tough.
The Lock should be there too.
But then who would you take out? That's my thing.
Nah, I wouldn't take nobody out.
Yeah, me neither. So I think that's fine. But yeah, they're good. Shit, either way, they're going to go down in history and nobody will ever forget about them.
Yeah. Also, we already made our prediction for the NBA Cup. We got the Thunder beating the Bucks, right?
The Thunder? Yeah, we got the Thunder.
The Thunder beating the Bucks. That will be on Tuesday night, I believe.
I think the defense will take over that game. For OKC, sorry.
For OKC. Now, as far as we said we're gonna mention MVP favorites, we already talked to him. We already mentioned it during the players under pressure.
Mine is Josh Allen, and I don't think it's really close right now. Maybe Lamar, but if Lamar puts up big numbers in this game, even though he does, it's almost like expected, you know.
It is kind of, yeah.
So it's like it's not gonna be that much of an impact. What you think?
Kind of.
But it still looks good on paper that you did what you were supposed to do. That's all that matters.
It does.
That's all that matters.
So Monday we're gonna cover what we learned from week 15. We're gonna recap and check our receipts, see if we predicted it right, and then we're also gonna have a new top 5. Okay. And then very soon we're gonna do. I think Christmas week we're gonna do that Nerd FL fantasy draft.
FL.
So we're gonna draft a whole team, offense and defense on the football team, out of any anime, video game, cartoons, DC, Marvel, you name it. Okay, even Jurassic Park. Even I don't give a fuck. Anything nerd, anything that you will see in a MegaCon or a Comic Con, that's what we're gonna be drafting. So we got some shit cooking for you. Okay, but we appreciate the viewers. Please feel free to leave a comment, like, subscribe. And if you like, this is the Pressure Podcast, the only podcast where viewer has say.
Yes, sir.
We could put you on a little screen right here. I'll send you a link so you can hop on the mic and talk your shit.
Finish him.
So we'll see you Monday night at midnight. Till then, peace out.